Hello, my family. Okay, first of all, forgive the wet head. Yeah, it's. Anyways, I had been wanting to make something that I haven't had in a very long time, only I have to recreate it to make it a bit healthier. I'm also learning to try a new tortilla. Y'all, I'm going to keep getting these tortillas until I get the right one. Using fresh milled flour, it has been a challenge. I have one more. Now, the ones prior that I've been doing, it was adding olive oil. Now, my tortillas, honestly, they were slightly dry. They weren't really nice and pliable or just that good tortilla. And so I found one today that I'm going to go on the not so good fat wise, but still okay. And that's using real lard. And it's using 1/3 cup for 8 or 10 tortillas. So I'm going to try this recipe and see how it is, because this girl, I know this is going to sound strange, but I want a taco pizza, y'all. And I really don't want one with a bread crust. I just want tortillas. I guess kind of like a quesadilla. I don't know, but I'm just wanting that old time Taco Bell type of, just better, by the way, Mexican pizza. So I thought I'd just take you with me. I've already made my dough up, and I'm just going to see. It's already been a half hour, and I'm using soft white wheat. Soft white wheat is one of those wheats that is not good for basically a bread source, but good for pastry or cakes or cookies. So this would work perfectly. Your soft white wheat equals all-purpose flour. So we're going to try this and see how it is. So I got my Kamal heating up, and we're just going to see how this works. And then I figured I'd go ahead and show you what I have and see about making a taco pizza. In the meantime, I'm also going to turn my oven on to 350 degrees. I'm winging this one, y'all. I'm just making something up. Okay, so I floured my surface a little bit with the same source of flour, the soft white wheat, and I'm already noticing these are super soft, y'all. This is not the same dough that I was working with. Plus, I used a very hot water from my water pot, and this seems to be working so far a whole lot better. So I'm just going to roll these out. Now, I'm not really good at rolling, but we're going to try to make this work. So far, y'all, these I'm even able to pick up, unlike my other ones. It was just super sticky, and these I'm actually being able to work with. So this is a plus. I mean, very seriously. Now, like I said, I'm not perfect with my... Clean this up. See, I couldn't do this before. So maybe this is hope for me. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sift this flour, y'all, too. Yep, right on that pan, y'all. That was beautiful. So far, this is promising. So, see if these will bubble up. I'm watching for all of this. I'm wanting to find just that right recipe. Yep, we're starting to get some bubbles here. I got a whole grain right there. Definitely don't want that in here. But beautiful. All right, hang on, y'all. I'll bring you closer. Can you see those bubbles right here? Y'all, this is working out exactly as it should. Get them bubbles. Flip this over. Look at this. Y'all, this is the recipe right here. I am super stoked. It took me, since the time I've gotten this, I think it's about 6 months trying to find that right tortilla. And I think I just found it. Got a nice puff to this. I'm super excited, y'all. It took me forever to do this. The key is, though, the right flour and the right fat. Olive oil is amazing, but it doesn't go for everything. And I think I just didn't have enough fat or the right fat for my tortillas. So, and this is coming out absolutely perfect. You see how pliable these are? I'm going to put this in my tortilla basket. Y'all, we'll be back after I get these finished. Y'all, I am simply going to say I believe that I did find the right recipe, because honestly, I have made tortillas before, way before milling, and we loved our homemade tortillas, but we knew that from now on we just couldn't actually have them from the store anymore because of my husband being sick. Well, he's not sick, it's diabetes kept him from doing that. So it was fresh milled. Sometimes this fresh milling stuff, though, honestly gets to me, because it's a struggle sometimes on finding that right recipe. And I did. This is one I'm putting in the books with a huge star, because this is the homemade. It works the same way I used to with store-bought flour. It's amazing. It's just as soft, pliable. This is going to bring back fajita nights for us, taco nights, tostadas, everything. I am super excited. Yes, for me, and that's what it is for me tonight, but I'm going to have some left over. And so I'll freeze what I have left over, but I may even start now making a bunch of these to have in the freezer for when I'm wanting them. And then we'll just reheat them in the oven in aluminum foil. But I could have opted to just go to the store and got flour tortillas, but I'm trying to discipline myself to stay on course with what I do. That is a very much easy convenience, and it really is. But here's how I do it. Now, this is going to sound silly, y'all, but for everything that I know that I used to eat, that it was convenient for me, I tell myself I have to make it because now there's a shortage. There's a shortage on tortillas, so I have to make it, y'all. There's a shortage on flour, so I have to mill it. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's psyching my brain to say, you know what? This is how you stay on course. It's a shortage out there for things that you know is not right for you. So I grab the mill and I start milling. And I start making, and I start searching until I get the right recipe, just like this. So we'll be finished soon. I've got 4 more to make, and then I'll show you how I'm going to make my supper tonight. Okay, y'all, so these tortillas are done, and I'm fixing to show you what they look like. This blew my mind. I'm going to pull this out of here. I want you to look at this. Look at this, y'all. Do you see this? This is like, seriously, that is what a tortilla is supposed to do. And these are what I used to do. Every time I was making tortillas before, it frustrated me on getting that right recipe with fresh milled flour. Now, I'm going to come back with you and give you a couple hints what I learned, where I learned this, and how I learned this. Okay, y'all. So I don't know if she'll ever see my channel or not, but I have to give a shout out to Miss Felicia from Grains and Grits. She has been to Mexico. She's also got friends, and a lot of them still mill corn and everything out there. So they taught her this, and it makes sense. I have made recipes using beautiful olive oil, my favorite, and I wanted to cut the fats. It just always ended up being two things. One, they were very dry. Two, they were not pliable like this. They were rather hard. Now they're great for making tostadas maybe, or maybe for some chips. Just wasn't good enough for me for tortillas. And that was using them for my fajitas or my tacos, or even if I wanted to make a burrito or enchilada. It just would not work with these. So I had to opt to the fat. Now, would I eat these constantly? No, because of the fat source is 100%. And please make sure it is real lard, no shortening, y'all. Please don't use shortening. If you do, you do. But I'm asking you, make sure that it's the real sources. The real sources are a whole lot better. Now, here's what I'm going to look for, and I'm really hoping to this weekend. Knowing what I know now with these beautiful tortillas, and also the fact that I've been using tallow, I'm really wanting to go into the meat butchering place that I know of and get some pork fat and beef fat, because I really want to render my own real lard, real tallow, and that's going to make a difference from now on in my food. As far as these, this is, like I said, my golden starred recipe from now on. I cannot believe I just showed you the most amazing tortillas ever, and I have been hunting this recipe down, what seems like ever since I started milling, and I actually gave up. I honestly, here's what I ended up doing. I got so frustrated with tortillas that we just went and bought the low carb tortillas. I don't like the flavor of those. They don't taste right. I have now found it, and there will be no more of those tortillas no more. We got the real deal. So, also, I think it was the fact of how I milled my flour, making it slightly finer as well. Also, the hot water. The hot water reacted really well with all of this. The key facts that what it does originally when I was making tortillas before, I don't know why I never thought of it myself, but I always used the hot water, and I always used lard instead of anything else. So it is what it is. So now let's make my dinner tonight. Okay, y'all. So what I'm using is my homemade flour tortillas. I had earlier made hubby a taco bowl using freshly ground pork, and he has farro for rice, and he had his black beans. So with the Taco Bell one, they would have your ground beef and then your refried beans. I actually took the leftovers of now this don't look pretty, I know, but what I had left over with the black beans, I mashed up, mixed it with the lean ground pork that we freshly milled, seasoned it with tacos and flavoring, and y'all, this turned out really tasty. I'm not using canned beans or canned refried beans. I just took basically a can of black beans, heated them up really good. I added, well, for me on this one, I did add a little olive oil to this and just a tad bit of butter for that fat content in it, and it made it rich. And now I'm just going to add that to this tortilla. Mash it down really good, and that's going to be my bottom base. This is where my protein's going to come from in here, and my fiber on top of the and I'm using a lot better. We all know what Taco Bell has its own little quirks, y'all. We all know the jokes about them, but I'm recreating this. So now I have my bottom base. I'm gonna go ahead and add, now I'm gonna sprinkle some cheese on the bottom of mine, just a little bit, because I'm gonna use the rest of it on the top. just like that. And I'm going to add my top layer. Oh my goodness, y'all. Mash this down on top. Take a layer of my cheese. Just like so. Spread this around. And then I'm going to add some black olives to mine. Let those olives turn around and cook inside of here. I think I need some more cheese, y'all. I added it to my bottom, so let me get some more cheese and we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so now I added some more cheese on here. Just a little bit more black olives. This is going to be a perfect size for one person. And then I'm going to pop this in the oven. Let this melt. Then we'll come back and finish the rest of it. Alright, y'all. So this now just came out of the oven. Oh, nice and melty. Put this right here. Get my cheese off of here. Throw that right there. And shut my oven off. I'm going to cut these in 4 pieces or more. Right down the middle. Come through here. Alright. Now I'm going to take my sections and put them on my plate. Y'all, this is amazing. Sometimes I just like getting the old nostalgic foods I once had, and can I recreate it is what goes through my mind, and I can. So now, I'm going to put these together. I'm going to top it with a little bit of lettuce on the top of each one. Some green onions. I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro to mine because I just like cilantro. Some tomatoes, just like so. We're going to add some salsa, because salsa goes good with taco stuff, even if it is a taco pizza. And then I'm going to dollop each one with a little bit of sour cream. And on the side, I'm going to take an avocado that I sliced. Lay my avocado on the side of my plate. Just like that, y'all. And that's it. There's my taco pizza. And I did it. Easy. So, even if you didn't make your own tortillas, y'all, you can use store-bought tortillas to make this. It's simple, quick, easy, something to throw together, put in the oven. Hey, bring it out, cut it, fix it up. For those who are interested in fresh milling, I will go ahead and link Miss Felicia's recipe in the description box below. Be sure to get that and try it for yourself. I am going to take the rest of these and freeze this because I have so many ideas now, and I know I will be making more. Now my next step is looking into making some naan bread, whether it be using the Italian flour or fresh milled. But I'm looking for pitas and naan. Those are the other two I've been struggling with. When I find that golden recipe, you know I'm going to share it. So y'all, it's going to be a short one tonight. I'm hungry, so I'm fixing to eat. But I wanted to let y'all know I love you. And again, look for that recipe in the description. If you like this channel, please, please hit that like button. Keep me going in the algorithm. And share it if you think that would benefit somebody else. And subscribe. So I love y'all. And until next time, much love from Parton's Mediterranean Homestead.